Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous tutorial we have learned about what is communication skills and what is communication. In this tutorial we are going to learn about types of communication and we are going to learn each type in detail. So let's get started. Types of communication. Types of communication is further divided based on communication channel or based on style and purpose. Communication based on communication channel is further divided into non-verbal communication and verbal communication. And verbal communication is further divided into oral form of communication and written form of communication. Communication based on style and purpose is further divided into formal and informal. Verbal communication. Verbal communication is the process of exchange of information or message between two or more persons through written or oral words. Verbal communication is a type of oral communication in which we use sounds and words to express ourselves. So, we can say that verbal communication is a type of oral communication wherein the message is conveyed through spoken words. In verbal communication, we also communicate through written form via handwritten or printed information like books, magazines, newspaper, SMS, email messages, etc. The sender may communicate in the form of speeches, discussion, presentation, and conversation. Types of verbal oral communication. The verbal oral form of communication is further classified into four categories: intrapersonal communication, interpersonal communication, small group communication, public communication or public speaking. Intrapersonal communication, it includes the silent conversation we have with ourselves, wherein we juggles the role between the sender and the receiver. So sometimes we are talking with ourselves. It is an example of intrapersonal communication where people are in silent conversation with themselves. Next, interpersonal communication. It takes place between two individuals and is thus a one-to-one conversation. Here the two individuals swap their roles as sender and receiver in order to communicate adequately. So in interpersonal communication, two people or two individuals are talking with each other. One person is speaking and another one is listening, and they will swap their roles during communication according to their convenience. Next is small group communication. In small group communication, communication can take place only when there are more than two people involved. Here the number of people will be small enough to allow each participant to interact and converse with the rest. Press conference, board meeting, team meeting, etc. are example of group communication. So you will understand in this way. Suppose we are taking an example of press conference. So in press conference, each and every person get an equal opportunity to participate and interact in a communication. So it is an example of small group communication. Next, public communication or public speaking. This type of communication takes place when one individual addresses a large gathering of people. Election campaign and public speeches are the example of this type of communication. So we have seen before election, candidates and political parties prepare and present their ideas in front of large gathering of people, where one person is speaking and large number of people are listening. It is an example of public communication. Types of verbal communication. Verbal communication are of two types: oral communication and written communication. Communication which involves talking is an oral communication or spoken communication. Example of oral communication, face-to-face conversation, talking on a phone, or classroom teaching, business discussion, and public speeches all are an example of oral communication. Written communication. Communication which involves written or typed word is an written form of communication. Example of written form of communication: writing letter, notes, email, etc. SMS, short message services. Using email to share news, thoughts, document and files are all example of written form of communication. Or books, magazine, newspaper is also an example of written form of communication. Next, advantages and disadvantages of verbal communication. Advantages of verbal communication: it saves time in communication. It is quick in obtaining feedback once delivered. It is a cheaper way of communication, hence save money. It is more reliable method of communication. Disadvantages of verbal communication: emotions are visible, hence lead to trouble in certain cases. The cultural difference between the sender and the receiver of the information. This form of communication is not suitable for lengthy messages. It has no legal validity, hence will lead to problems in certain situations. Next, non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is the process of sending and receiving message without using words. Non-verbal communication is the transfer of information through the use of body language, including eye contact, facial expression, gesture, handshake, and more. So, non-verbal communication is the form of communication which does not use any words or sound to convey a message. Instead, our body language, facial expression, hand movements, gesture, and general behavior send a message. So, example of non-verbal communication may be include a smile, a wink, or a wave. All are the example of non-verbal communication. Even handshaking is also an example of non-verbal communication, where we are greeting a person or we are welcoming a person. Importance of non-verbal communication. In our day-to-day communication, it is observed that most of the communication is done using body movements, which include face, arms, movements, etc. Voice control, like voice tone, pauses, etc. As we can see in the figure, maximum communication is non-verbal. We communicate using words, tone of voice, and body language. So, Professor Albert Mehrabian of the University of California in Los Angeles in 1917 proved that in personal communication, non-verbal communication convey 93%, while verbal communication convey only 7%. So we can depict from the figure that whenever we are communicating, 93% communication is non-verbal communication, and only 7% is a verbal communication where we are using sounds and words to express ourselves. 93% in which 55% is a body language where we are using expression, movements, pictures, that is non-verbal and visual communication we are using, and 38% is a voice tone which we are using for communication, and 7% of the communication is done by verbal communication where we are using sounds and words to express ourselves. Next, advantages and disadvantages of non-verbal communication. Advantages of non-verbal communication. Non-verbal cues are easy to give. Time is usually not wasted in non-verbal communication. Even illiterate people can pick up non-verbal cues because the messages are conveyed through and the body language. Disadvantages of non-verbal communication. Long and detailed message cannot be communicated non-verbally. In this type of communication, speakers only use gestures, facial expressions, eye contact, and touch. It might become difficult for some people to understand. Next, visual communication. Another important method of communication is visual communication, which involves sending and understanding message only through images or pictures. So, visual communication is the type of communication in which the messages are conveyed through pictures, signboards, logos, etc. That is through any visual medium. The main advantage of this type of communication is that you do not need to know any particular language for understanding. So we will understand this by an example. Suppose I have visited any country or place whose language I am not familiar with. What would happen? Say you landed at the airport and you have to use the restroom, but you cannot ask the workers there as you can't converse in their language and they do not understand yours. Now what would you do? Yes, you are right. You cannot converse in their language, but you can always look for the signboard that show the direction of restroom. So even if those people cannot converse in your language, it's really help you by communicating to you visually, and such is the power of visual communication. Examples of visual communication. Traffic symbol which communicates not to blow a horn. Sign for ladies and gents toilet. Sign for flammable substances. Sign used to pause a video or audio file in smartphone or computer. Traffic lights: red for stop, yellow for wait, and green for go. Sign showing railway crossing. Sign for slippery surfaces. Sign which communicate that area is no smoking zone. All these are the example of visual communication where we are using symbols, pictures, images, logos to communicate visually. Advantages and disadvantages of visual communication. Advantages of visual communication. It's immediate. Its message get delivered immediately. It's simple and easy to remember. It's universal. Visual medium is able to communicate with people from all background who speak other languages. Disadvantages of visual communication. Visual media can't handle complex data. It's culturally ambiguous. A visual sign may deliver contradictory message in different cultural backgrounds, so that actual message may either get lost or misinterpreted. Increased cost. It takes time and money to produce visual media. So this much only in this tutorial. So please like and subscribe my video and click on the bell icon to get all the notification of my upcoming videos. Thank you.